When you're ready.
So you gonna choke him
The
out.
rope.
I can't kill you.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know what's been going on with the internet recently, and I don't really want to start this video off with the typical I remember back in my day, but I do remember back in my day when content creation and especially pranks were a lot more simple, and I really just don't know when a prank switched from something wacky like acting like you're saying the N-word in the hood to hanging someone live on stream. And with starting off with a crazy statement like that, we don't even really have time to beat around the bush, so getting right into it, recently Cenat has been doing his second Mafia-thon, which is basically just his version of a subathon, and if you don't know what that is at this point, it's basically where he's just constantly streaming and doing literally everything, and at this point, I genuinely mean everything. He's been streaming pretty much 24/7 for about the last month, and basically every day he has a different celebrity on stream, and he's doing something outrageous. But as you could probably already tell from either the thumbnail or the title of this video, this situation definitely takes the cake for outrageous stunts performed on his stream, and that's really a hard task to accomplish. And getting into it, there's really no good way to say this to make it more digestible, so during this said subathon, he had a magician on stream that was performing all types of stunts, and the grand finale of it was Cenat genuinely hanging him. And like I said, I know it probably sounds crazy off the jump because, at least to me, it immediately did, and I automatically started trying to think of every possible way that he just straight up didn't hang someone. I'm like, oh, maybe that's a play on words. No, he genuinely hanged this guy. He pulled the lever and all. But me explaining it can only really tell you so much, so let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Sandbags are attached to the ripcords. The ripcords come down the front, through that PVC tube, and they end at the handles right in front of you. Before we go any further, I have to say that I'm a professional. This is my decision to do this. I'm supervised by professionals. We have emergency personnel standing by, and that absolutely no one should try anything like this or anything dangerous at home.
So before we even continue, just with the little bit that we've seen so far, I just want to bring up that after this situation, a lot of people are rightfully upset and kind of mad at Kai for, of course, streaming himself hanging someone live, and they're also saying that even if it was scripted and everyone was in on it and everything, it's of course still just a really bad idea. But the craziest part about this, and kind of referring to the little bit of clip that we just saw, is that there's a ton of people basically defending him and saying he had no idea what was gonna happen. And I mean, to those people, all I have to really say is, did you even watch any of it? Like I keep saying, just with the little bit that we've seen so far, you already know what's going to happen. He's basically playing Russian roulette, but with nooses instead. And even if he couldn't visually see that from the 3 cords in front of him and the 3 nooses on stage, the guy literally just explained it to him. So there's no potential way that he didn't know what was gonna happen.
Wait, but if I pull the wrong string?
Grab one of the ripcords. I'll show you how this works.
Choose
Grab
one?
it, grab it, but don't pull it.
I will go red. What's like, I feel like yellow is a denominator.
This has to be Kai's decision.
Blue, blue, blue. I'm going blue.
Hold it, but don't pull it.
Yeah, let him pick.
When you're ready, you give it a good tug.
Right now?
When you're ready,
Should we back up?
Wait, what
give
happened?
it a tug. Give it a tug, you'll see.
Alright.
What the fuck gonna happen? I'm gonna stay with my friend.
I'm good?
She right here.
I ain't scared, man.
My friend ain't scared.
When you're ready.
What did I just do?
When a sandbag goes,
So you gonna choke him out.
the rope goes.
Right, that is what it
That
look
one was 1 and 3. You follow? Drop that one on the ground.
like. He finna choke.
Drop it on the ground, the one you used.
Nigga, I can't kill you.
And that right there pretty much blew any defense that anyone could possibly have that he didn't know what was going on right out of the window. He literally did a test. He pulled the rope to see what happens and then said, oh, I can't kill you. So he 100% knows exactly what's gonna happen. But to also be fair on Kai's part, if he wasn't in on this and genuinely didn't know what was gonna happen, I can kind of cut him a bit of slack slack because, at least in his eyes, like I said, if he wasn't in on this, he thinks this is a professional magician, and of course, everything will obviously go to plan and everything like that. There will be no situation where he genuinely hangs and kills this guy. So if he wasn't in on it, sure, I can cut him a bit of slack, but I do truly believe that at least obviously the magician and at least Kai as well were both in on this, which in that case just makes it a really bad, sour, just all-around bad prank, if that's what you even want to call it.
No! Yo!
Let me let it get red face.
Why you doing this, bro?
I like this kind of stuff.
Come on, bro.
Let's go. Come on, Meg. Show me something, Meg. Yeah.
Now, I don't like Sexy Red at all, and it's not even that relevant to this. I feel like I just had to throw it out there, but even I have to admit that it's absolutely hilarious that everyone else is clearly concerned and everything like that, while Sexy Red is just sitting here, come on, let's go, pull the rope, let's get it started, I want to see something.
Yes. Let him do it. He gonna do it anyway.
Wait, okay, if you die, what happens? But if you die, what happens? I go to jail.
I want to see this. I'm gonna look at you, Kai.
I'm just doing that.
What you gonna
Any,
do?
many, money, more catch, take a bite. So if you want to let it go, my mom told me to pick this one. We outside in the basketball court right now with Max Major. I don't know what the fuck to do right now, so I'm gonna just randomly pick this one.
Now, before we get to the part that this does actually happen, I'm just gonna say it now that I obviously can't show this. Like, there's absolutely no way on this planet that I can show you it, really even blurred, but I am gonna still include the audio. If you really do want to see the clip that bad, obviously just go somewhere like Twitter, but just again, for obvious reasons, I cannot show you Kai Cenat hanging someone on stream. And speaking of that, make sure to drop a sub, or else I'll be... Actually, I probably can't say that on YouTube, but you know what'll happen to you if you don't sub.
3, 2, 1. Oh! No! No, put the camera down, put the camera down, don't show it, don't.
What the fuck?
Nigga, what the fuck?
Need you guys to go back to the house.
Wait, no.
Oh my God.
No. I might get banned.
Bro, I just had to cut the clip off there. If this wasn't, or even if it was staged, what's almost crazier than Kai hanging the guy is after he does it, his first response isn't running over there, oh, are you okay? Oh my God, what just happened? I may have taken this guy's life, oh no. His first response is, I might get banned. And I know it's super bad to compare these people because they're obviously nothing like each other, but this just immediately reminded me of the Jack Doherty crashing his car situation, where instead of worrying about his friend that's bleeding from the head, his first response is, hey, can you hold this camera to get a good shot? But going back to the clip right now, basically all that's going on right now is everyone's scared, confused, and everything like that, and the production crew behind the magician is basically just trying to hoard everyone back into the house and away from the guy that just got hanged. And once they do eventually get back into the house, there's gonna be a sticky note on the table from the magician that links them to a pre-recorded video of him basically saying how this was all part of his plan. He was 14 steps ahead of everyone the whole time, and he knew exactly how this was gonna play out from the start, and pretty much exposing his grand act of acting dead, I guess. And I know it's obviously not the first time a magician has done this, but usually, in basically every other case that I've seen any other magician have some sort of play where they're acting dead, usually the people that are involved in it are also specifically people that are part of their act. It's not like they usually have someone who's not in on it or whatever come up from the crowd and just straight up have them think that they like stabbed them in the chest with a sword or something.
There's a sticky note! There's a sticky note on my desktop! There's a sticky note on my desktop! It says, watch me, from Max. Wait! Yo! Why is it? Nah, you playing, bro. It says, give me the link. Hold on. No, he never paid me ever.
If you're watching this, that means that something has gone terribly wrong. But what you don't know is that was all according to my plan. You wanted to see me fail. And I thought tonight, I'd give you exactly what you asked for. You see, you thought the game was a way to influence you to make the right choice. Well, all along, I planned to influence you to make the wrong choice. And I knew you'd pick the red hand. You see...
But no, he's saying you, before you even put down, he's saying you pick a red.
Even when it feels like you're playing a game of chance, you have to remember who you're playing against. Try to decide who wins or loses.
So there you go, that's basically the big reveal of how his act played out, and what a lot of people are saying is he basically just had 2 to 3 pre-recorded videos of him saying the exact same thing with all 3 of the different handles in his hands, so no matter which option Kai had have chose, he would have ended up with the same result, which is him of course being hanged, and then having the sticky note on his desk with whatever color-coded handle that he chose. And after all of this played out, and especially after figuring out that he didn't legitimately kill this guy or whatever, I feel like a lot of people are kind of blowing this situation way out of proportion, and that's not me saying that it's a good thing or a good act or whatever, because no matter which way you look at it, even if everyone was in on it, it's still not a good thing to be streaming. And honestly, in most cases, and people are even bringing up this argument as well, like I said, even if everyone was in on it, streaming something like this would typically get you banned from Twitch, and really in a lot of cases, it'd get you permanently banned, especially if it's not known to the viewers or told to them beforehand that this is all a act. So like I said, there's still a lot of people arguing that, you know, he should face some sort of consequence for this, because if it was basically anyone else, they would have guaranteed been banned for at least some amount of time. And before we wrap this video up, I kind of saved this part for the end because I'm not 100% certain the validity of it, but a lot of people that are claiming that Kai wasn't in on this is also saying that the magician that he had on stream, he had him on stream before or whatever, something like that, and he felt disrespected and everything like that, so he basically did this as a way to get back at Kai and make him face some sort of punishment, which, like I said, I'm not too sure the validity of that, but that's one of the other arguments or just ideas that are up in the air right now. But with that said, that's pretty much it on the Kai Hangman situation, and if you made it this far in the video, you probably liked something, so you may as well drop a like and maybe even subscribe. But with that said, I'm not gonna hold y'all for too long, so I'll catch you guys in the next one.